Hello, girls. Sorry for my silence. I had a lot of work, and it's so hard to do something when in our group there is no any activity. so, but I have a research about Janis Joplin, and to tell you the truth, I had never heard about her before. Shame on me. And when I listened to her music for the first time, I can't say that I like it at once. No. When I just listen to it, I felt something like she's very wild, maybe. She's so so I have no words for it, but not not soft, not how it will be in English, not comfort, maybe signal. But when I saw her in the video, I liked her very much. I liked her voice because her voice it's for how it will be in English. Her voice, it's her voice for her temperament, for her looking, for her style, for her energy. And when I look at her, I see how she's in harmony. All her image, I don't know, her behavior, and like the way she sings so truly and open and authentic. So, and the way she has the chat, the network with her audience, and she's so funny, so she's like like a friend, maybe, I don't know, but when you look at her, you can't think of anything else. You just open your mouth, and I can imagine how it was on her shows. I think it was amazing, incredible, and we can think that she was very happy, but when I researched her biography, I understood that she was not happy at all. She was born in 1943 in a very successful family in respectable region, and she was a really happy child, but in her teens she became a trouble girl because she had problems with her mother, and she was praised by her. Her mother wanted her daughter to be very popular and very smart, very beautiful, such a lady. But Janice wasn't such girl. She had not very pretty face and figure, and I think she had a lot of complexes about her, about all this stuff, and she had problems with communication with her classmates. She was usual outsider, and she made friends with other outsiders, and once they went to Louisiana, this outsider group, and there she met with black music. It was the first time when she heard blues, and she liked it very much, and she tried to sing, and she could it, and she liked it, and she began to sing after this time. And when they came back, they crashed the car, and then she became a very bad girl for her family, for her school, I think, and she always felt lonely, I think, and she didn't know what love is, I think, and she all her life she would try to find the love. And in 1962 she goes to the Texas, to the university, to study arts, and there she found the company of musicians, and they played the music, I think, and she tried to sing, and in 1 year she moved to the San Francisco. There she sang in different bars, coffee houses, and there she tried the drugs for the first time, and it was the start of her black side of her life. And then I don't remember, but I think that she tried to came back to the university, but then she again went to the San Francisco, and there she met different musicians and hippie and rock, blues, jazz groups, and in 1966 she met her first group. It was band Brothers, and they led her to the top of her career because they have a very close network and audience liked stuffs that she sang and played with these guys. And but she was not the leader, but she was the main character in this band, I think, and she was their voice. And guys were just guys from the street that could play the music. But they were like a family for her. But she was lonely, and she was addicted to the drugs, and very often she had hysterics, and she was crying very often, and was under control. But the drugs, they helped her to do her best work. She was genius, and the drugs helped her in this. She was how it will be. She used injective heroin, and what I want to say else. Yes, she was lonely. Always she was lonely, and she was insecure in popularity and in her talent and in her voice. I think because of her childhood, of her teenager time, and she was afraid to lose all this stuff. As I say, that this band was her family. They sing, they work, they have parties, and they live together. But such style life was dangerous for her. And she always tried to find her love, and she had different relationships, both of women and men, but she couldn't find the true love. She finished to work with this band, how they band Bug Brothers, because they always were at the background, and they were not prepared for studio recording, and she left them. But it was her last family, because they accepted her such as she really was. After that, she formed blues band of professional musicians, where she had to be a leader, but she didn't know how to be a leader. She was the part of the family all those time, and now she used to be a leader, and when she began to sing with this new band, she was crushed by press and by an audience, maybe because they felt that something wrong, that she changed. And she left also this group, and in 1970 she found new guys, full till yes full till buggy band, and now she had a lot of experience, and she knew how to be a leader, and all the guys were personalities, and in the summer of 1970 they were on the top again. She was a very popular female singer of blues and rock, and she was really on her top of the career, and she met in this year her boyfriend, and she thought that it was her true love, and she was a really interesting girl, and she had very fast, she was very smart, and she had very fast mental. We can see it in her interview, how she make different tricks of showman, and how she funny and up and happy, and in this interview she said that she was an outsider in school, and she was not accepted by her family, and when she returned to her native town after this interview, her family didn't accept her, and her classmates didn't want to communicate with her, and she was lonely. And when she met her boyfriend, she was so, I can't say that she was happy very much, but she wanted to have a family, real family for herself. She wanted children, and wanted normal, usual